The simple seed stitch knitting pattern. Hi, I'm Kristen and welcome back to my channel, Studio Knit. The simple seed stitch is a vintage pattern. You can see that there is the smooth stockinette background and it's punctuated by alternating rows of little raised purl seed stitches. Here's the swatch that I'll be knitting up with you shortly, and you'll see that I actually added a row of garter border on the bottom and on the sides. So that helps a stockinette stitch, which tends to curl, lie flat. It also is really helpful if you do a light blocking to allow it to lie as flatly as my blue stitch pattern does right here. You can see that these little raised seed stitches are very subtle and it's not as obvious as the bobble stitch. So you may wish to use this as a template to make tiny little bobble stitches from my last video. If you're happy to have a new vintage knit and purl stitch pattern, please like up this video. It really helps me out. For your knitting materials, simply use yarn and appropriately sized knitting needles along with scissors and a tapestry needle. The written pattern is available for you totally for free over on my website. I'll have a link for you in the description below. It is also available in my Knit Stitch pattern book, available both in print and digitally as an ebook. This is an 8-row repeat, so you will find it in the 6 to 10 row repeat section. There are 50 patterns total in this book. And here on page 36, you will find the simple seed stitch, and it tells you everything you need to know. There is a large color photo, and it has the cast on or casting on in multiples of 4. We also have a knitting chart if you like to read those, and instructions to knit flat and in the round. Again, this is also available on my website totally for free. Again, I've added a garter stitch border that is just the knit stitch on the bottom and on the sides to help my piece lie flat. And let's begin with row 1. So we have cast on 4 stitches. And row 1 will be K3P1. So that is knitting 3 stitches. And I have those first 2 stitches there for the garter border. So I'm knitting 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and then bringing my yarn to the front of my needles for that one little purl 1. And that is our little seed stitch, our little simple seed stitch here for this pattern. And with these 4 stitches, we just repeat it all the way down the row. Row 2 is purling all of the stitches. This is on the wrong side, the back side of our work, just like we do when we knit the stockinette stitch. And then flipping over to row 3 on the right side of our work, we are knitting all. Really super simple. And row 4 is purling all. So again, you are bringing your yarn to the front of the work and purling all of your stitches. So let's take a look. We can see where we added the little simple seed stitches right there. Really cute, very, very subtle. Now row 5, we are adding the seed stitch again, and we're doing K1, P1. So here's our little purl 1 seed stitch, and then knitting 2. And this allows that second row of the simple seed stitch to alternate from the first row, row 1. And then we're just finishing up again, just like the stockinette stitch pattern on row 6. We are purling all, row 7, knitting all of our stitches, and row 8, purling all. And continue this pattern, rows 1 through 8, until your piece is the length you desire. I hope you are inspired to knit up the simple seed stitch pattern. It's a great choice for knitting up blankets and pillows with a little pop of texture onto that stockinette stitch background. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you here next time. Bye!